Hello and all, welcome to the Selangor Turf Club for our barrier trials this Tuesday the 21st of January, as we have 9 trials taking place here, with the going to have been read as good apparently for this morning. And the runners and riders for the first trial will be making their way down to the start shortly, with the first trial commencing at 9:10 a.m. And also take note that all 9 trials will be contested over 1,000 meters. So up on the screen now are the runners and riders for Trial 1, starting off with an unnamed runner, to be ridden by S. John. Guess Me will be ridden by Haikal. Dream Mart to be ridden by A.L. De Silva. Bullfight to be ridden by Lala De Souza. And then moving on to Release the Spirit, will be ridden by Winston Cheer. Golden 45, H.S. Gill. Golden 63, Nookman. And Royal Prerogative to be ridden by Uzair. Those are your runners and riders for Trial 1. They're busy moving the starting stalls over to the 1,000 meter mark on track 2, and we will commence the barrier trials in approximately 5 or 6 minutes time. And the runners moving forward for barrier trial 1 this morning, with the unnamed runner being the first one to move in. Next up is Guess Me. First trial with a field of 8 runners, as we have quite a lot of runners trialing this afternoon or this morning. Dream Ma, the next runner to move in, just shies away at the first attempt. Dream Ma steps forward. Release the Spirit. The unnamed runner just a little bit fractious in the starting stall 1. All the while, Release the Spirit has moved in. And now calling on Bullfight to be the next runner to step forward. He's just going around in circles at this stage. Bullfight just continues to reverse. Bullfight now moves in. I think we're left with 3 more runners left to load as Golden 45 steps forward. Now for the turn of Golden 63. And Royal Prerogative will complete the field. Golden 63 moves in. And Royal Prerogative, the last runner, just backs away at the first attempt. Now gets bundled up and moves in. Royal Prerogative completes the field. We're just about set for a start, 1,000 meters, first trial of the morning. Gates are back and away and trialing from that 1,000 meter mark. Royal Prerogative lost about 3 lengths coming out of the starting stalls early on. Towards the inside, Guess Me broke out well with the jockeys falling off on Guess Me, so we'll have to wait with what happens there with High Cal for later on as the rest of the trial carries on. Release the Spirit was the first one to break. Golden 45 is up on his outside, and those two will lead the field heading down past the 500 meter mark. Then comes Bullfight in third. Dream Ma's back on the rail in fourth, racing alongside Golden 63. Then a breakaway of 5 lengths to the unnamed runner, who's last of all. Top of the straight, 400 meters left to travel. It's a line of 3, and on the inside is Release the Spirit with the narrow advantage. Down the centre's Bullfight, then deep route Golden 45. Right along the inside is Dream Mars. They're into the final 200 meters. Release the Spirit, still the one in front. Bullfight is up in second, then down towards the inside. Dream Mars now starting to put up a very strong finish. And Dream Mars picked up the lead in the final 50 meters alongside Release the Spirit. They hit the line together. Very close. Maybe Release the Spirit fights back just to beat Dream Mars. In third was Bullfight, followed by Golden 45, Golden 63. And then came the Unnamed Runner, followed by Royal Prerogative, and unfortunately, Haikal took a nasty fall aboard Guess Me very early on in the trial. So it does get very close between first and second. Dream Mars came up on the inside and headed Release the Spirit with about 50 meters to go, but I think Release the Spirit fights back just in time as they hit the line. So you can see Dream Mars the inside, Release the Spirit the outside, and Release the Spirit will come home to win. Second place going the way of Dream Mars. Back in third was Bullfight. Then a breakaway of about 3.5 lengths in running to Golden 45, who was back in fourth. Then came Golden 63 in fifth. Of course, the riderless horse says Guess Me. Then came the Unnamed Runner back in sixth. Royal Prerogative was in seventh, and then Guess Me. Well, the rider was dislodged early on in the race or in the trial. So just to repeat those numbers: Release the Spirit, the winner, followed by Dream Mars in second. Third place went to Bullfight. Fourth was Golden 45. Back in fifth, we had Golden 63. Sixth place was the Unnamed Runner, followed by Royal Prerogative. And not completing the trial was Guess Me. So those are the numbers for Trial 1. Up next is Trial 2. And we'll just wait to see what happens with Haikal. I didn't see if he managed to get off the track safely. It looks like the loose horse has now been caught. So hopefully we'll be back on schedule for the remainder of the trials. Up next, Trial 2. Up next, we have Barrier Trial 2 for the morning, starting off with First Love, to be ridden by S.U. Lim. Faithful Leader will be ridden by S. John. Tia Carl Ben, to be ridden by C.K. Cole. Energy Baby will be ridden by Shafiq. Big Union, to be ridden by Atmazani. King of 61, to be ridden by Uzair. Smart Start, to be ridden by Saifuddin. Pacific Vampire, to be ridden by Geraldine Xiao. Mr. Black Bat, to be ridden by Nutman. And Shervo will be ridden by A.K. Lim. Those are the runners and riders for Trial 2. Quite a big field for this trial. The field of 10 runners that will face the starter. So Highchild is up on his feet and walking past the parade ring with HY Chen, so it's good to see. And the ambulance is now making its way back down to the 1,000 meter mark, where the runners and riders will join issue shortly. First Love, the first runner to move in. Field of 10 runners for this trial. As the handlers are working on Faithful Leader. Faithful Leader moves up to the starting stalls and then just backs away. Faithful Leader now moves in. Te Akau Ben moves in. Energy Baby. Energy Baby steps forward. Energy Baby, one of the two drays in this trial, as Bid Union moves in. And that's half the field that has completed the lineup. King of 61. Smart Star. Pacific Vampire, the next to load. Mr. Blackback. And Shervo to complete the field. Shervo moves in. 10 runners, 1,000 meters. Barrier trial 2 this morning. Gates crash open and they're sent on their way from that 1,000 meter mark, and the starters brought them to a pretty level beginning. First Love towards the inside was the first one to respond. Faithful Leaders right there as well, with Te Akau Ben now being passed by Pacific Vampire. Mr. Blackback and Shervo sit deep out on the track, and Shervo rather racing about midfield. Then a breakaway of about 3 or 4 lengths in running to the grey, and that one would be Energy Baby, who sits on the inside, outside of Bid Union. And last of all is King of 61 with about 10 lengths that cover first to last as they approach the top of the straight with 400 meters left to travel. Shervo, or not Shervo rather, out in front would be First Love alongside Faithful Leader. Deep routes on the track, Pacific Vampire. Then a breakaway of 3 lengths to Shervo. That's racing alongside Energy Baby as they're into the final 200 meters now. And towards the inside, First Love up alongside Faithful Leader. Pacific Vampire working into the trial nicely up on the outside. Faithful Leaders now hit the front, and as they hit the line together, I think Faithful Leader might have just got there from First Love in second. Pacific Vampire was back in third. Shervo ran on smartly into that fourth placing, followed by Te Akau Ben. Then a breakaway of a couple of lengths further back to Mr. Blackback. So it's very close in the end between Faithful Leader and First Love. I think Faithful Leader might have just done enough to get his head down on the line. You can see on the inside is First Love, Faithful Leader in the blue salt, ridden by S. John. On the inside is First Love under S.U. Lim. Out the pack was Pacific Vampire, who was closing in well in the closing stages. And as the runners hit the line together, be Faithful Leader who gets up to win, followed by First Love in second. Third placing went the way of Pacific Vampire. And back in fourth, we had Shervo, who only finished about 2.5 lengths off the eventual winner. Further back in the field was Te Akau Ben, who was back in fifth. Then came Mr. Blackback in sixth, followed by Bid Union, who was in seventh, followed by King of 61 in eighth. Smart Star was back in ninth. And last across the line was Energy Baby. So quite a big field. So just to repeat those numbers once again, Faithful Leader, the winner. Followed by First Love in second. Third place went to Pacific Vampire. Back and fourth was Shervo. Fifth place went to Tia Carl Ben. Sixth, Mr. Blackback. Seventh place, Bid Union. And eighth was Ken of 61. Ninth place, Smart Star. And last across the line was Energy Baby in 10th. And that's how they finished for Trial 2 this morning. As we move on to Trial 3, which will be up next. And once again, a rather big field that we'll have to get through, as the runners and riders will make their way down to the start shortly, and the names will appear up on your screen as soon as we get through with the replay. Runners and riders for Trial 3. Ironclad will be ridden by CK On. Fortune Changer, it's ridden by S. John. Pacific Warrior, it's ridden by Geraldine Xiao. YOLO will be ridden by S.U. Lim. Filial Dragon, it's ridden by T.H. Kroll. Hurricane, to be ridden by Lala de Souza. Gulf Eagle with the ride of C.K. Core. Revolution and T. Amar. Super Baby with R. Shafiq. Those are the runners and riders. They're making their way down to the start. The runners are moving in, Ironclad. It's the first runner to step forward. Field of 9 runners for this trial, once again over 1,000 meters. Fortune Changer being called to load. Moves in. Now for the turn of Pacific Warrior. Pacific Warrior steps forward. YOLO. That's about half the field that has moved in. Now for the turn of Filial Dragon. Hurricane. Delilah D'Souza. Moves up to the starting stalls and then backs away. So they'll try again with Hurricane, who now moves in. Its runner being called to load is Gulf Eagle. Gulf Eagle steps forward. Revolution moves in. And Super Baby will complete the field. Super Baby moves in, 1,000 meters to cover. And they're away and trialing from that 1,000 meter mark. Ironclad dwelled coming out the starting stalls and lost about 2 lengths. Hurricane hit the ground running and is right up there with Gulf Eagle, who also shows some good early pace. Deep Router's Super Baby is also joining issue to make her a line of 3. Made that a line of 4. Is on the inside, holding his position as Pacific Warrior, who now pushes forward to be right up there in the vanguard as well. Filial Dragon settles back about 4 to 5 lengths in running. Break, we have another 2 lengths to Revolution, who sits up on the outside of Ironclad. And Fortune Changer is the racing back 1 from last, with YOLO being the back marker. 400 meters left to travel, and Pacific Warriors picked up the lead. Gulf Eagles at his girth in second. Just in behind the leading duo is Hurricane, then deeper out on the track, Filial Dragon, racing away with Super Baby. Then further back, we drop back to Ironclad, as they're into the final 200 meters now, and it's a 2-horse trial here. On the inside, Pacific Warrior, Gulf Eagle joins issue. Gulf Eagle starting to quicken up on the outside, and will probably just get there on the line. Gulf Eagle beats home Pacific Warrior. Back away in third, we had Super Baby. Further back to Filial Dragon alongside YOLO. Hurricane was next best across the line. Ironclad was never in the trial. Revolution was further back from the field. And then came Fortune Changer. So it looks like Gulf Eagle will get up to win this trial on the outside of Pacific Warrior. These two are lengths clear of the rest of the field in the closing stages. But once again, it's a very tight finish. You can see on the inside is Pacific Warrior with Geraldine Xiao. Up on the outside, Gulf Eagle and CK Core. And it's heads up, heads down, and as they hit the line, will be Gulf Eagle, who comes home to win this trial. Ridden by CK Core, beats home Pacific Warrior on the inside, but only by about a nose or a short head, very close margin. And then it was a breakaway of about 4 to 5 lengths to the next runner, which was Super Baby. I have to say, Shafiq and CK Core with very similar sulks. Fourth placing went the way of Filial Dragon, followed by YOLO, who was batting 5th. I believe that's Hurricane. The picture is very blurry on the replay here. We managed to pick up in 6th, if I'm not mistaken. And that's 2 across the line. It's very close between these two. Revolution on the outside. Ironclad the inside, but I think Revolution will get down for 7th. Followed by Ironclad, who was batting 8th, and last across the line was Fortune Changer in 9th. So just to repeat those numbers, Gulf Eagle the winner, followed by Pacific Warrior in 2nd. 3rd placing Super Baby, batting 4th was Filial Dragon. 5th, YOLO. 6th place, Hurricane. 7th, Revolution. 8th place was Ironclad, and 9th place going to Fortune Changer. That completes Barrier Trial 3 as we move on now to Trial 4, and the runners and riders will appear up on screen, and they'll also make their way down to the start. Up next is Trial 4 for the morning. Runners and riders, Amazing Breeze will be ridden by Atmazani. Cheval Artist, ridden by S. John. Limbs Punkat Jaya, ridden by Jolin Xiao. Sky 4 will be ridden by Uzair. Tenet 10 Tenet, ridden by Surya. Rich and Powerful, ridden by Shazman. Good Start will be ridden by Saifuddin. And Najwan to be ridden by Fikri. And those are the runners and riders for Trial 4, and they'll be making their way down to the start shortly. Amazing Breeze being called to load as the first of the runners for trial 4. Field of 8 runners over 1,000 meters once again, as Amazing Breeze moves in. Cheval Artist. Lums Punjat Jaya moves in. Skyfall. That's half the field that has moved in. Let's run it to load. Tenet, 10 Tenet. Quite a few tongue twisters in this trial as Good Start moves in. And the last two, Najwan and Rich and Powerful to complete the field. Rich and Powerful steps forward. 8 runners, 1,000 meters. And they're away in trialing from that 1,000 meter mark, and the start has got them to a pretty level beginning. Rich and Powerful hit the ground running up on the outside and pushes forward to be the sole leader down towards the inside. Lums Punjat Jaya also shows some good pace alongside Amazing Breeze. Up the outside is Skyfall, who's currently trialing in 4th, only about 2.5 lengths off the leader. Then comes Good Smart, racing on the outside of Cheval Artist. Tenet, 10 Tenets, 1 from last, and Najwan the bat marker. As they approach the top of the straight with 500 meters left to travel, Rich and Powerful, a good and strong lead here by about 4 to 5 lengths. Racing away in second, Amazing Breeze, being followed by Lums Punjat Jaya. Up on his outside is Skyfall. Then comes Cheval Artist with Najwan, and deeper out on the track, Tenet, 10 Tenet is the bat marker as they're into the final 150 meters here. And going start to finish out in front, Rich and Powerful by about 6 or 7 lengths will win easing up at the line. Rich and Powerful, the winner. Second place, Amazing Breeze. Lums Punjat Jaya was back in third. Fourth place, Skyfall. Fifth gets very close. I think Najwan just ahead of Tenet, 10 Tenet. Then came Good Smart, followed by Cheval Artist. So Rich and Powerful under S. Shazman going start to finish up in front. Rich and Powerful will actually be racing this weekend on Sunday, so take note of that. Rich and Powerful, certainly an eye-catching trial here. And wins with plenty in hand and a nice blowout heading into this weekend. And could be one to watch. Rich and Powerful wins by probably about 5 lengths in the end. Does ease up heading into the line. Second place was a distant Amazing Breeze. As we wait for the replay to run through. Second placing Amazing Breeze, followed by Lums Punjat Jaya. We'll finish in third. Fourth placing went the way of Skyfall. It's very close for 5th and 6th. We'll just wait for the frames to run through as the runners hit the line. There you can see Lums Punjat Jaya clear third, followed by Skyfall in 4th. 5th and 6th. And that, I think, will go to the outside. I'm actually not entirely too sure. So I wonder if we can go back a frame. I think that's Tenet, 10 Tenet, if I'm not mistaken. So it's actually Najwan. Najwan, I think, gets up for 5th, ahead of Tennyton, Tennyton 6th. And then 7th was Cheval Artist, I believe, and 8th, Good Start. So we'll just run through those numbers once again. The winner, Rich and Powerful, a clear winner. Followed by the 2nd place in Amazing Breeze. 3rd place, Limbs Punjat Jaya. 4th place to Skyfall. In 5th, I believe it's Najwan. Once again, the finish side yet here is very obscured and blurred, so it is quite difficult to make out the jockey salts. 6th place, Tenet 10 Tenet, but that is provisional. 7th went the way of Cheval Artist, and last across the line was Good Start. And that completes Trial 4. Up next is Barrier Trial 5. And we shouldn't be too far away from a start. And we've got quite a big field to get through here. I believe it's a field of 10 runners, if I'm not mistaken. And the names will appear up on screen shortly. Up next, Trial 5, Runners and Riders. It's quite a big field we have here. Achilles Pegasus will be ridden by Y. Ify. Cheval Pegasus ridden by Geraldine Xiao. Limitless Spear, J. Daniel. Legacy Fortune, Nuchman. Thunder ridden by Lila de Souza. Dragon Master ridden by G. Farhan. Limbs Dream Walker will be ridden by John. Samantan Prince to be ridden by TMR. Eternal Romance, SU Lim, and Awesome will be ridden by Sai Fuden. Those are the runners and riders for Trial 5, once again over 1,000 meters, and they'll be making their way down to the start shortly. First runner to move in, Achilles Pegasus. Field of 10 runners for this trial. Next runner to move in, Limitless Spear, with the white saddle cloth. We'll be racing this weekend. Limitless Spear we saw in the previous trial with Rich and Powerful, who will be running this weekend. Coming home to win in a rather comfortable manner, as the next runner to step forward is Legacy Fortune. Moves in. Thunder the next to load. Now for the turn of Lim's Dream Walker. And that's just about half the field that has moved in. Samanson Prince. Next runner being called to load is Eternal Romance. Eternal Romance moves in. So they're just working on Awesome, all the while Cheval Pegasus steps forward as they try again with Eternal Romance. Or Awesome rather, it'll be next to Eternal Romance. Awesome now moves in. And Dragon Master to complete the field. Another runner who'll be taking place on this Sunday's race meeting at the Cylindor Turf Club. Dragon Master, the second attempt, moves straight in. We're set for a start, 1,000 meters, 10 runners. Barrier trial 5 this morning. Gates crash back and away in trialing from that 1,000 meter mark. Legacy Fortune broke out quickest of all as the early front runner. Up on the outside is Dragon Master. Both of them now being passed on the inside by Achilles Pegasus, as well as Limitless Spear, who's also right up there in contention. It's a mad scramble up in front for the early lead. Then settling back 5 lengths and running in the early stages. That will be Eternal Romance, who races just ahead of Awesome. Then further back in the field, Cheval Pegasus racing just ahead of Thunder. Up on the outside of runners is Samanson Prince, who races back 1 from last. And the bat mark is Lim's Dream Walker. 400 meters left to travel. It's a line of 3. Right down the center, Limitless Spear, the narrow leader, but now challenged on the inside by Achilles Pegasus. Traveling well, deep routes on the track, and moving up smartly is Dragon Master, as these 3 are lengths clear of the rest of the field with 100 meters left to travel. But Achilles Pegasus now quickening it up best of all, and Achilles Pegasus will come home to win by about 3 lengths. Second place, Dragon Master, finishing just ahead of Limitless Spear. Back and forth, we had Cheval Pegasus. Running on quite smartly, just in beyond those was Thunder. Then further back in the field, we dropped back to Eternal Romance. Samanson Prince was next best across the line. Then came Legacy Fortune. A long way back to the likes of Awesome, as well as Lim's Dreams Walker. Achilles Pegasus under Ify for the Wayne Lim stable will win trial 5. Showed a quick turn of foot and really lengthened out his stride very smartly in the closing 100 or 200 meters or so. There's a line of 3 coming past the final 300 meters. We can just see Achilles Pegasus on the inside, really lengthening his stride and getting his way into the trial. And wins going away in the closing stages. So Achilles Pegasus the winner, followed by Dragon Master, who's in second. Dragon Master will be running this weekend, as well as the third place horse, Limitless Spear. So just to repeat the first 3, the winner Achilles Pegasus, second Dragon Master, third place going the way of Limitless Spear. followed by Cheval Pegasus, who was back and fourth. Fifth placing went the way of Thunder. It was actually quite a nice trial from Thunder. Certainly caught the eye running on, despite being quite far back in running. Then came Eternal Romance, who was back in sixth. Followed by Samantan Prince in seventh. Then came Legacy Fortune, who was further back in eighth. Followed by Awesome in ninth, and last across the line was Lim's Dreamwalker in 10th. So just to repeat those numbers, Achilles Pegasus the winner, Dragon Master in second, Limitless Spear finished in third, fourth place Cheval Pegasus, fifth was Thunder, sixth place Eternal Romance, in seventh was Samantan Prince, eighth placing went to Legacy Fortune, in ninth was Awesome, and last across the line was Lim's Dreamwalker in 10th. So that completes Barrier Trial 5 for the morning. Next up is Trial 6, as we run through the replay one more time, and we'll get through the runners and riders shortly. So up next is Barrier Trial 6 for the morning, starting off with Tan the Man, ridden by Atmazani. Pacific Armani will be ridden by Saifuddin. Great Commands, ridden by CK Core. Benbow, ridden by TH Core. Golden Sentience, ridden by KC Low. Delilah will be ridden by Azizi. The Man is Danma, ridden by Shafiq. Flying Fighter, ridden by Winston Cheer. And Sacred Command will be ridden by SU Lim. Those are the runners and riders as we approach Barrier Trial 6, which will commence in approximately 4 to 5 minutes' time. Tan the Man, the first runner to move in. Great Command. Now for the turn of Benbow. Moves in. Golden Sentience. Golden Sentience steps forward. Now for the turn of Delilah. Nine runners for this trial. We're not too far away now. As they're currently working on The Man is Denmark. Moves in. Pacific Armani. Then we're left with just two more runners left to load. Flying Fighter. One or two runners in the starting stalls just playing up. Flying Fighter moves in. And Sacred Command completes the field. Barrier trial 6 for the morning. Gates are back, away and trialing from the 1,000 meter mark, and once again the starters caught them to a level beginning. Great Command broke out on speed. Flying Fighters also showing pace up on the outside along with Delilah. Battle on the inside rail is Tan the Man, who settles back in fourth but only half a length off the leader. Breakaway of 2 lengths further back to Golden Sentience, who sits on the outside of Benbow. Then in breakaway of another 2 lengths in running to The Man is Dunmer. And towards the back end of the field and outpaced is Sacred Command, who's racing back one from last, and Pacific Armani is the back marker. 9 lengths cover the field as they're at the top of the straight, 400 meters left to travel. Great Command going great guns up in front. He's gone a length clear. Towards the inside is Tan the Man. Then it's a bit breakaway to the next couple of runners. Out the pack you got Flying Fighter alongside Delilah, followed by Benbow. As they're into the final 150 meters now, Great Command still in front. Towards the inside is Tan the Man. These 2 lengths clear Flying Fighter, but it all comes down to Great Command in the end. He'll come home to win. Second place going to Tan the Man, third Flying Fighter. Delilah was next best across the line, followed by Benbow. Sacred Command further back in the field. Then came Pacific Armani, Golden Sentience, and last across the line would have been The Man is Denmark. Great Command comes home to beat Tan the Man. Great Command ridden by CK Call for the Oi stable. Going start to finish up in front. And these 2 runners pulling lengths clear of the remaining runners. But Great Command under a tight hold will win by just about a length with the run down to the line. Great Command the winner, followed by Tan the Man in second. Then a breakaway about 3 lengths in running to Flying Fighter, who was back in third. Then came Delilah in fourth. Fifth placing will go towards the inside, Benbow. So Benbow was in fifth, followed by Sacred Command up on the outside in sixth. They were then followed by Pacific Armani, who was back in 7th. Golden Sentience finished in 8th. And The Man is Denmark was last across the line in 9th. So that completes Barrier Trial 6 for the morning. Just to repeat the numbers, Great Command the winner, Tan the Man in 2nd. 3rd placing Flying Fighter. In 4th was Delilah. 5th place Benbow. In 6th, we had Sacred Command. 7th placing Pacific Armani. 8th, Golden Sentience. And in 9th was The Man Is Danma. That completes Barrier Trial 6 as we move on now to Trial 7, with just 3 trials remaining for this morning. The runners and riders up on screen for Trial 7. Carla Goda, to be ridden by Lala de Souza. Carl Mani, to be ridden by Atmazani. Black Prince will be ridden by Shazman. Diamond Ring, to be ridden by T.H. Cole, I believe. So that is a change there. That T.H. Cole takes the ride. For Diamond Ring, Schneider, to be ridden by Saifuddin. Remo Mama, to be ridden by Ify. Behind Player will be ridden by Shafiq. Smart Like Jason will be ridden by Geraldine Xiao. So just a few jockey changes coming through. And then Spicy Babe will be ridden by iFitri. And that completes the runners and riders for Trial 7, as they'll be making their way down to the start shortly. First runner being called to load, Carlo Goda. Moves in. Black Prince. Now for the turn of Diamond Ring, who moves in. Schneider. Schneider steps forward. Remo Mama moves in. And it's just over half the field that has stepped forward, with behind player, the next runner to move in. Kalmani steps forward. Two more runners left to load. Smart Light Jason. And the last runner to complete the field will be Spicy Babe. Spicy Babe moves in. Set for a start, 1,000 meters. And they're all fin trialing from that 1,000 meter mark. Pretty level beginning once again. Give them a chance to settle fully into stride. Black Prince looks to be the early front runner, right alongside Diamond Ring, but now pushing past them is Spicy Babe up on the outside, who's in pursuit for a better position. Sitting on the heels of the early trio, we've got the likes of Remo Mama, who sits up on the outside of Schneider. A breakaway of 2 lengths running to behind player, who's now joined issue by Kalmani. And the bat pairing at this stage is Smart Light Jason with Carlo Goda, who switched off and racing 8 lengths off the leader. Homeward bound with 450 meters left to travel. Spicy Babes had to work overtime up on the outside, but is the leader by about half a length. Diamond Ring in second, Black Prince on the rail in third. Schneider starts to find a gap towards the inside and slowly starts to make progress. Then comes Remo Mama, who sits deeper out on the track, and then further back to Kalmani as they're into the final 100 meters now, and out in front. Spicy Babe continues to gallop strongly. Won't be before they're catching this afternoon, and will win going away. Second place will go the way of Remo Mama. Third, fourth and fifth very close, all three across the line. Diamond Ring was involved alongside Schneider. Deeper out on the track, we had Kalmani. Black Prince was next best, followed by Carlo Goda. A breakaway of a couple of lengths to Smart Light Jason, and last across the line was behind player. So Spicy Babe from the widest gaze. Trialed 3 wide, but still comes home to win in a rather comfortable manner in the closing stages. Well held together by Fitri. Just gets urged along ever so slightly, but never really coming off the bit. So Spicy Babe will win this trial. Second place, I believe, went the way of the IFE runner, Remo Mama. So there's a run down to the line. Spicy Babe the winner, Remo Mama in second. Third, fourth and fifth gets very close as the runners hit the line together. On that, I think it could even be a dead heat between Diamond Ring. I think Diamond Ring gets his nose down just ahead of Schneider. So very close between those two, but it was definitely in fifth was the Kalmani, followed by Black Prince, who was back in sixth. Seventh went the way of Carlo Goda. Smart Light Jason was next across the line in eighth, and last was behind player. So just to repeat those numbers, Spicy Babe was the winner, followed by Remo Mama in second. Third and fourth is either Diamond Ring or Schneider. It could possibly be a dead heat between the two, but my gut instinct says Diamond Ring just ahead of Schneider, but I think we'll have to look at the replay. If we can't look at the replay, then we'll just have to look back at the website later on this afternoon. 5th place, Carl Mani. In 6th was Black Prince. 7th place, Carla Goda. 8th was Smart Like Jason. And 9th across the line was Behind Player. That completes Barrier Trial 7. Up next is Trial 8, the penultimate trial for this morning. Up next is Barrier Trial 8, the penultimate trial for this morning. Starting off with Top Confidence will be written by S.U. Lim. Surfing Cloud will now be written by Andre de Silva. Big Day to be written by Atmazani. Big Match to be written by Azizi. Raging Rabbit to be written by Saifuddin. Mage will be written by Y. Ify. Lust Lost to be written by T.H. Cole. Outfit to be written by Shafiq. And Cheeky White Face to be written by Uzair. Those are the runners and riders for Barrier Trial 8. And we just got 2 more trials left for this morning. Surfing Cloud, the first runner to move in. Field of 9 runners for the penultimate trial this morning. Surfing Cloud will be racing on Sunday, the HY Chen stable, as Bid Day steps forward. Bid Max moves in. Laslos. Outfit, the next runner to move in. That's just over half the field. Top Confidence being called to load. Moving to gate 1. Top Confidence steps forward. And we're just left with 3 more runners. Cheeky Whiteface. Cheeky Whiteface moves in. Raging Rabbit. And Mage to complete the field. Mage moves in. 1,000 meters to cover. We're set and ready. And they're away and trialing from that 1,000 meter mark. Mage was slow when the starters said go. And also not braking well was Laslos, who's at the back end of the field early on. Surfing Cloud hit the ground running. Cheeky Whiteface also shows some cheek up on the outside. Top Confidence is back along the rail in third. A breakaway of 2 lengths in running to Bid Match. That's racing in fourth and about 4 or 5 lengths off the leader. Mage, after that slow start, has recovered to race away 6 lengths off the gallop. Then a breakaway of 2 lengths in running further back to Raging Rabbit. Next best up on the outside is Outfit, and in between runners is Bid Day, who is the one from last and outpaced completely at the moment is Laslos, who's 20 lengths off the gallop. 300 meters left to travel. Surfing Cloud is the one in front. Cheeky Whiteface at his girth in second. Then up on the outside is Top Confidence, starting to find a good finish. Deeper out is Mage. These 4 lengths clear of the rest of the field with 100 meters left to travel. Surfing Cloud in front. Mage starting to run on smartly up on the outside, but it's going to be Surfing Cloud who wins it. Mage in second, Cheeky Whiteface in third. Top Confidence was back in fourth. Then further back in the field we had Bid Day, who was alongside Bid Match. Breakaway of a couple of lengths to Raging Rabbit, followed by Outfit, and a long way back to Laslos. Surfing Cloud, another runner who'll be running this weekend. We had one of the horses early on in the trials this morning. I think it was trial 2 if I'm not mistaken. That's won quite comfortably, and Surfing Cloud representing the HY Chen stable, ridden by Andre De Silva, will win the penultimate trial this morning. And will win well. Finishing off strongly was Mage in second, up on the outside. He was actually slow into stride, but quickened up really well in the closing stages. Does have a history of jumping slow, does Mage. But Surfing Cloud will win by about half a length. Second place going to Mage. Third was Cheeky Whiteface, who was up on draw, not on the outside of runners, but showed plenty of early toe to get around there. It just faded out in the closing stages. Fourth place to Top Confidence. It was a good couple of lengths to the next couple of runners. Looks like Bid Day will finish in 5th, ahead of Bid Match in 6th. Then came Raging Rabbit in 7th. Outfit was next best across the line in 8th. And last across the line was Laslos, who finished last of all in 9th. So that completes barrier trial 8, the second last trial this morning. Just to repeat those numbers once again, Surfing Cloud was the winner, followed by Majan second. Third placing went to Cheeky Whiteface. In fourth was Top Confidence. Fifth place went to Big Day. In sixth was Big Max. Seventh place, Raging Rabbit. In eighth we had Outfit. And ninth was Laslos. Up next is the ninth and final trial for the morning, and once again over 1,000 meters. And the runners and riders will be making their way down to the start shortly. The runners and riders for the ninth and final trial, starting off with Ari, to be ridden by Saifuddin. Hayato, to be ridden by T.H. Cole. Wins 8, to be ridden by Geraldine Sial. Charity Gold and Andre De Silva. Mars Go, J. Ikram. Baby Twins, Asha Fik. Limbs Faber, Fikri. Limbs Fuji, Uzea. And Tipping Points will be ridden by Lala De Souza. And this will complete our trials for this morning, as a few runners have already made their way down to the 1,000 meter mark. And the runners moving in for the final trial. So Mars Go was the first runner to move in. Now for the turn of Charity Gold. Limbs Fuji. Limbs Faber. So it seems like there's a jockey change of Baby Twins. Looks like Atmazani now will take that ride. As we're not too far away from a start now, Tipping Point moves in. And Hayato will complete the field. Last trial for the morning, 1,000 meters. Gates are back. Orphan trialing from that 1,000 meter mark. Hayato was about 2 or 3 lengths slow when the starter said go. Breaking out well was Wins 8, right up there in the thick of things is Charity Gold as well, showing pace as Baby Twins, and Tipping Point sits deeper out on the track and will probably concede his position to now settle back in fourth. A breakaway of about 2 lengths in running, further back to Limbs Faber, who's racing ahead of Mars Go, and Mars Go currently finds himself a good 8 lengths off the gallop at this stage as they're about homeward bound with just on 500 meters left to travel. Limbs Fuji is next best and Hayato is completely outpaced and is about 25 lengths off the leader. 350 meters left to travel. Charity Gold up on the outside, Wins 8 the inside. These two have gone about 3 lengths clear of Limbs Faber, who's racing away in third. Baby Twins is a further 2 lengths back in fourth. The rest of the field need a miracle to win from there as they're into the final 100 meters now, and Charity Gold is traveling best of all and will come home to win by just over a length. Second place, Wins 8, and third was Limbs Faber. Back and forth, we had Baby Twins, then a breakaway a couple of lengths to Limbs Fuji, followed by Mars Go. Tipping Point was next best across the line, and Hayato was last of all. And I also see that Ari, I don't think, took part in this trial either. So that completes our trial, or the final trial for this morning. And the winner, Charity Gold, under Andre De Silva, will win by just over a length. Second place in grain on the inside, Wins 8 from Geraldine Xiao, who was trying her best to try and stay in touch, but Charity Gold was always travelling better and wins by about 1.5 lengths at the closing stages. Second place, Wins 8, and third was Limbs Faber, who finished off well. And then there was a large gap to the next best across the line, which was Baby Twins, and the sorts of Atmazani. Then came Limbs Fuji, who was back in fifth. Mars Go is in seventh, or sixth rather. So Mars Go finishing up in sixth place. Then came Tipping Points in seventh, and Hayato completed the field in eighth. So it was just a field of 8 runners. And that completes our trials for this morning. Just to go through the numbers once again, Charity Gold the winner, followed by Wins 8 in second. Third placing Limbs Faber. In fourth was Baby Twins. Fifth place Limbs Fuji. In sixth we had Mars Go. Seventh place Tipping Point. And in eighth was Hayato, who was last across the line. Thank you very much for joining us for this Tuesday trials. Quite a lot of trials that we got through with 9 trials and a lot of runners as we head into the Sunday's race meeting, which will take place on the 26th of January. And until then, I bid you farewell and see you at the races on this Sunday.